What's up, you guys? Hope y'all are doing great. I'm here. I'm Tro Leonardo, first off, and I'm just here to let you know that the reason that your music isn't doing well isn't because it's not good. It's because you have a problem with self confidence. Now, as an artist, that sucks to hear, but we all sort of know that it's true because the way that we put our intentionality into our music um, never is the same way that we put our intentionality into other things. So, how can we change these things and how can we make it to where we're more intentional with our own stuff? So, one of the things that you can do is start by honing in what your unique voice is. What does it sound like? What does it look like? And if somebody asked you a question, how would you answer it in a way that only you could answer it and AI couldn't? So, in order to do that, it takes a lot of introspection and it takes a lot of time just finding out what you like and what you don't like. This will cause you to have deep doubts about if you're right or if you're incorrect because at this point, you're judging everything based off your life experiences. Life experience is what helps you gain wisdom, and that makes sense to me. I think that's fair because a lot of times you'll learn things through life that you'll never ever learn with somebody trying to explain to you. So, first you have to learn your taste. And learning your taste, learning what you like, requires getting a little bit messy. It requires trying things. So I say this in regards to me and my acoustician and room treatment and planning and management for studios. At first, I was scared because I didn't think that it was possible for me to help other people. But other people kept coming to me and asking me and begging me to help them do things, which helped me gain the confidence in realizing, you know what, maybe a lot of people actually do need your help. Maybe a lot of people actually could use the things that you offer, and you're just so paranoid that you're going to give the wrong advice to where you think that you're not going to be able to help. I think once I made the change and in my perspective that you know what? These people are calling for a reason, and these are people who could call other people. They could get advice from other people, but they're choosing to lean on my experience, which lets me know A, you need to keep studying so you never get to a point to where you're stumped and you don't know how to help. And then B, you have learned a lot. So be happy with what you have learned and try to express that with other people in the most gentle way possible so that you can help them because as artists we can be very fragile, as creators we can be very fragile, or as dreamers we can be very fragile. And if you're trying to bring something into life, talking to other people about it and bringing other people into it can be the main source of you shutting down because you're nervous that they won't understand or they won't empathize with what you're going through. So be aware of that and make sure that you're always hold on, trying to get this focus just right, you guys. It looks good to me. So try to always empathize with other people in the fact that they don't understand what's going on. All they know is that they have an end goal. So being understanding in that. So once you've actually learned that there is a certain amount of experience that is required in order for you to get to the point to where you can help other people, then you have to start experiencing your actual work in practice. You have to get out, you have to get dirty, you have to get your hands dirty, you have to get yourself in the game and say, you know what, it's possible that I could be bad at this, I could be wrong, but I'm going to put my ideals on trial as a reference point to see if I'm right or not. I think the problem is that I have this autofocus on, and so it's trying to autofocus to over there, and I'm not over there. But we'll figure it out. So you've got to make sure that when you are experimenting with your practices, with your things, that you're forgiving with yourself. Because before you're helping other people, you have to find out if you're right, if the things that you're telling other people is just snake oil. You do not want to be a con man. You want to be somebody who can actually help all kinds of situations based off your knowledge of so many things going wrong. Because that's when we really learn when things go wrong. You want to give yourself opportunities to be wrong in the privacy of your own failure. So um, it's a great time because you have the freedom to try, but it's also a difficult time because it forces you to keep pushing and making things better and better, doing revisions and making sure that you're always on point with that. So, being forgiving with yourself, being understanding, and starting to change that voice in your head. I don't know if y'all are like me, but I used to have a very negative voice in my head. I'm still sort of negative like that. But I can be super hard on myself, harder than other people, harder than necessary. And it will cause me to shut down sometimes and say that I can't do certain things. Please don't do that to yourself. Please have faith in yourself, have patience with yourself, and understand that you're doing the best that you can, and this is your first time on this planet, right? So, anytime you give other people advice or you're giving yourself advice, understand we're all figuring it out and we're all trying to do the best we can. So be kind, be understanding. Okay, once you have started experimenting, then it's time to see if you can put it into practice with real world experiences. Real world experiences are different because now you have other people's budgets and other people's emotions all swirled up and tied into your project. So once you're able to do this and do it effectively, then you become super battle tested and it makes it easier for you to handle situations. So with me, after I've created my own products, after I've made my own sound panels and solutions, I'm highly aware of the fact that it takes a certain amount of time, energy, effort, and money to build a certain panel. And this panel can solve certain problems. If that solves your problem, it's not necessarily my fault. It's your idea to come to me to say, how can we create something that will solve this problem? You know, I can't be mad at myself because I'm creating a product and that product doesn't solve your problem and you're not trying to consult with me to find something that's perfect for you. So it's not like this is one industry where it's not every one size fits all, okay? This is an industry where every single foot is different. Everybody needs to be customized, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, you are doing customizations 24/7. You are customizing the way that you're taking your payment. You're customizing the way that you're dealing with clients. You're customizing the time frame in which you give things back. You're customizing in how the environment can change your day. Sometimes, you know, as a smaller business, things can go bad, and you find out, okay, we can't open today. You know, you have to change on the fly, but those kinds of things are just, you know, normal for the industry kind of thing. Um, so be aware that things can change on the fly. You have to be understanding with yourself, which you've already been practicing, hopefully. So by the time it comes time to be flexible and understanding with other people, you can be flexible, understanding with them, compassionate. And I think those are the best people to work with. People who aren't always hounding you, they're understanding to your problems, and they're trying to help your problems sincerely and trying to keep you out of making bad decisions. Those people are awesome. Those are the kind of people that we should support all the time. So let's switch over here. This is just an effort for us to get closer to you guys and allow you guys to see, what we're offering. We're a smaller business, but we can help your unique situation. And I love being able to have a situation like that because you can have a huge impact. So even if you're a person who's nervous about how can you help other people, you'll be amazed at how difficult it is dealing with these big companies and getting empathy or getting a human on the phone or not just getting a AI generated question or answer. So having a smaller business where you can actually have that one-on-one connection, and not just the one-on-one connection, but the understanding that you are a valued customer and you are appreciated and you're respected and your space is respected. And we're not just coming in here to hurry up, make some holes. We're in here to enrich this space, okay? We want to make sure that by the end of your session with us, you are saying, wow, I never thought that it could be this good. So if you're not saying that, we're saying, how else can we help? And so the only way that we can help you is if you find out what your problems are. So listen in other people's spaces, listen in headphones, have an open idea of what you're listening for. And the best way to do that is to listen to things that you know very well in multiple different um, venues, as well as on different speakers, different monitors, different headphones. All of that helps you have a better idea of what sounds correct. Going to live events and hearing music always helps. Going to wonderful event halls to listen to music is always a blessing. It really helps your ears train themselves to what things should sound like. And when you go places, whether it's a music venue, whatever it might be, go to where the front of house is at. Go listen to what they're listening to. Go be aware of what's happening so your ears can get better with this is what's normal and this is what isn't normal. Sometimes what's normal is not what you would expect. So be conscientious, be open, be observant, and be willing to say that it's possible that you know more than other people. It's possible that you could be the help that somebody's looking for in order to get over the hump. So be forgiving to yourself that you've been doubting yourself for all these years, and allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to help your community and to make it go to the next level. So I hope you guys appreciate all of this. I hope you guys can find some wisdom in it, and I hope that you guys understand that I don't know everything. I promise I don't. I'm just trying to do the best that I can to help you guys get to the next stage. I, for so long, locked myself and my knowledge away thinking that I couldn't help anybody. And I don't want you guys falling in that same rut. So if you guys are down for the video, for the vision, and for everything that's going on this channel, and for getting better and knocking yourself out of those stupid ruts of I can't, I don't believe, and I don't know, follow this page. This is Making It Big, but I'm Troy Leonardo, and I hope that you guys are learning how to love yourself a little bit more every day. It's great to love your community. It's great to love the ones closest to you, but if you can't love yourself better, if you can't understand why you deserve that love and why you deserve that forgiveness and why you deserve that acceptance from yourself, it's impossible for you to do it for other people. So be cognizant, be conscientious, and be cautious when dealing with other people's emotions, because you don't want them dealing with you any old kind of way, all right? Sometimes you can say, yeah, I'll be good, but yeah, you'll be good today, but once you start getting a spiritual awareness, that's gonna start being daunting on your brain and on your mental. So when I say your mental, I mean like your mind's eye. You're gonna be focusing and meditating on it all the time and not realizing it. So don't give your power away to other people because they're mad or because you're mad. Make sure that you're manifesting what you want to manifest as opposed to what other people would hope you would manifest in order to get you off your goal. Okay? Love yourselves. Love what you do, and share that love with somebody else, because I swear somebody else is out there hoping for somebody to tell them the information that you know, and only you know it. Okay, maybe you're the only person who's affordable for enough for them to get it done. Maybe you're the only person who's in distance to get it done. Maybe you're the only person who knows about this unique way to calibrate this old analog thing with this new thing. So now is your time to help, okay? Don't be so scared and feel like Google and AI are the only people who have the answers. You can have the answers, Sway, okay? So keep on doing the research, keep on doing the development. I see you guys doing it. I know it's not fun. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard to believe in yourself sometimes. And I know that it gets old. Sometimes believing in yourself looks like what everybody explained it to be, it was a lie. And sometimes you have to dig deep, close your eyes, breathe, focus on that breath, and ask yourself, has life been good today? Have you been blessed enough to be able to move around, to focus, to use your brain, your limbs, to be able to do the things that you want to do without being in a hospital or without having all these impediments that would stop you? And if so, I would say you're blessed. So enjoy the day, enjoy your win for the day, and go out there, spread some joy, spread some love, spread some of what you know, spread your art, and allow other people to flourish from that and watch the growth happen, and just be happy for that. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope that you guys are learning to love yourselves. Did you see how that went back like that? Awesome. Okay, you guys, take it easy. Take it easy. Ooh. Oh, perfect timing. Look, the camera's heating up. I got to get a new camera. If you guys have any advice for what would be better than a T2i, probably anything.